And I'm here in front of Mary Harris Jones' house, but we will get to that later. Now here's Monica with our news in brief.
Thanks, Amanda. We've got a lot to report today. First off, bimetallism versus gold standard debates continue. No shocker there. The silverites are holding on tight to their hope of exchanging gold for silver for paper currency, while the gold bugs want their dollars back with solid gold. William Jennings Bryan, known for his cost of gold speech, has suggested a gold and silver combined standard. There have been rumors that Bryan will be running against Republican William McKinley in the upcoming election. See our news pamphlet to learn more about each candidate. A few weeks ago, employees of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company began a protest against their second wage cut in just 2 months. This caused lines to halt for over 7 days. Police and federal troops arrived at the scene last night and officially ended the strike, stating that the strikers were hindering interstate commerce. In a similar manner, strikes were held at Chicago's Haymarket Square to protest police brutality. A striker who has not yet been identified tossed a bomb into the police line, causing the police to open fire on the crowd. In all, 7 police officers were killed, along with several protesters. Congress is now working on a new law, the Sherman Antitrust Act, which will make it illegal to form a trust that interferes with free trade between states or with other countries. More details on that to come. Drake's tactic of using steam engines to drill for oil has started an oil boom in Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, and even Texas. Petroleum refining industries are beginning to appear in Cleveland and Pittsburgh to turn this newly discovered oil into kerosene. Gasoline is produced through this process, and the automobile companies have their eye on this substance to run their machines. Thomas Edison's method of producing and distributing electrical power has picked up speed since its first success in 1880. Energy plants are now able to be placed anywhere instead of by only rivers. This has increased industry all over the nation. Christopher Scholl's typewriter and Alexander Graham Bell's telephone have created more jobs for women and allowed industries to relocate into factories, leading to mass-produced items and an overall improved standard of living for Americans. That's all for the news in brief. Back to Amanda.
Founder of the United Mine Workers of America, Jones was recently released from jail, but that didn't stop her from exposing the cruelties of child labor. In her biggest demonstration yet, she now leads over 80 million children, many with disturbing injuries, on a march to the White House in hopes of persuading Mr. President and Congress to pass child labor laws, which will limit hours children are allowed to work and improve working conditions. Now we're here with Mary Harris Jones. So what made you decide to lead child laborers?
Well, when I was released from jail, I felt that it was my duty to help these kids escape from the cruelties of these industries. They can't speak for themselves, so I want to speak for them.
What do you hope to gain from this?
We hope to pass legislation that will improve working conditions, decrease hours, and increase wages.
Well, I'd say your march is about to start, so good luck.
Thank you.
This just in. Monica's on the scene of a child labor site. Let's see what she's uncovered. I'm here reporting to you live from the Johnsons & Jones factory in Johnsonsville, Nebraska, where you are viewing live footage of the child labor protests taking place across the nation. Young boys and girls, starting at the age of 5, are working 10 to 12-hour days in dark, damp mines, in fields in the burning heat, and even in factories with hazardous machinery.
These children get only a half an hour break for lunch, and that's it. Many work for the money to provide for their family. How would you feel if this was your child? Or what if this is your child? Let us know what you think. Is it ethical for your country to put young children to work this early?
Let's go get a behind-the-scenes look at a child labor. Hello, Lauren. So tell us what the conditions are really like.
I work in a textile factory, and I have to get here at 4:30 a.m. and I work until 12:30, and then I get a 15-minute lunch break, and then I have to work until 8.
That's terrible. So I see you hurt your leg. Was it from the job?
Yes, I stepped on a pile of needles and used my step.
Oh, so you have a few weeks off to heal.
No, I was forced back on the same day because otherwise I would lose.
Speaking of money, how much do you get paid?
Only 10 cents a day.
Wow, that's so little. Are you using only income?
Well, my parents work, and my 5-year-old brother just started working in the playground.
You should get back to work because your boss told me I only had 3 minutes of your time. But thank you for the interview. A protest that has been given the name the Homestead Strike started a few days ago and is still raging. Workers at the Carnegie Steel Company's Homestead plant in Pennsylvania are protesting their wage cuts. Company president Henry Clay Frick hired armed guards from the Pinkerton Detective Agency to roam and protect the plant so Frick can hire so-called scabs, aka strikebreakers, to keep the plant in operation. Yesterday, a battle broke out between the detectives and workers erupted, leaving 3 detectives and 9 workers dead. Some suspect that Frick will call in the National Guard to end the strike once and for all.